John Roberts, who is outside Trump Tower in New York City. John, good morning to you. Donald Trump really doubling down on this, continuing to claim that he believes this election, due to a number of factors, is rigged against him.
Martha, good morning to you. Yes, this is an argument that he used to great effect back in the primary process. You'll remember saying that the party had rigged the system against him. Why was he winning all of these states? And then Ted Cruz was coming up with all the delegates. It's the same case that he made for Bernie Sanders on the Democratic side. But now Donald Trump suggesting the entire system is rigged, including the actual process of casting votes. Tweeting just a few minutes ago, quote, "Of course, there is large-scale voter fraud happening on and before Election Day. Why do Republican leaders deny what is going on? So naive." You heard that Donald Trump was making the case that the media, according to him, was in collusion with the Clinton campaign to try to give the election to her. He is also encouraging at events his supporters to go out on Election Day to these polling places, hang around and make sure that there's no funny business going on. While members of his campaign from the top to the bottom are pushing this idea of the media being in collusion with the Clinton campaign and try to do that very effectively, they are dialing back on this idea that the voting itself is rigged. Listen to what Rudy Giuliani said yesterday.
When he talks about a rigged election, he's not talking about the fact that it's going to be rigged at the polls. What he's talking about is that 80 to 85% of the media is against him. That when you look at the New York Times and you pick it up every morning, on the top of the paper, there are 3 stories that are anti-Trump. Some of them totally baseless, some of them silly.
It would appear, though, Martha, that since he made that statement that, yes, Donald Trump is talking about it being rigged at the polls, and almost in the same breath that Giuliani was saying that we don't think that the election is rigged at the polls, he said, well, plenty of dead people vote, and most of those dead people, history shows, vote for the Democratic Party. Martha?
Remember that happening in Chicago years ago and in Texas as well in LBJ's election, so it has happened before. So Donald Trump, in terms of his preparation for this debate, what does that look like, John?
Well, he spent all day yesterday out at his home in Bedminster, New Jersey, doing debate prep. In fact, it went much longer than even members of his campaign had expected that it was going to. I talked to a couple of people in the campaign who say that he was working very hard, that they're just, formulating some answers. He's going to do more debate prep today before heading to a campaign event in Green Bay, Wisconsin. He wants to keep it all on policy. He wants to attack Hillary Clinton very much in the same way he did at the town hall debate a week ago Sunday. But the problem is he's going to get asked about all of these allegations brought forward by all of these women. He has to have a good answer for that, and apparently he doesn't yet have that answer where he can kind of take that off the table and then get back onto policy. But his running mate, Mike Pence, thinks he's going to go do a good job on Wednesday night. Here's Pence from yesterday.
Donald Trump won that debate last Sunday, and he's going to win the debate on Wednesday because he's going to keep talking about the issues that matter most to the American people and the chance that we can make a change of the fundamental direction of this country back to a stronger and more prosperous nation.
So he's pretty much just got today for formal debate prep because he's got 2 events in Colorado, Colorado Springs and Grand Junction tomorrow, and then it's debate day, Martha. So everybody's looking forward to see how he does on Wednesday night. Back to you.
Down in the polls and a lot riding on the next few days for him. John, thank you.